Hi ladies, it's Beth from Be Styled and welcome to the first Tipsy Tuesday of 2025. I'm back. Happy New Year. If you're like me, you're kind of ready for this. You know, the end of the holidays. The holidays are so great and I never have any regrets, but come January 1st or 2nd, I am done. Like I'm done with the socializing, the parties and the eating and the drinking and the mess and the clutter. And I'm ready to get my life back in order, get my body healthy and back in order, and my house back in order. I'm one of those people, call me a Grinch, but literally almost the day after Christmas, I'm like, okay, so definitely by New Year's, I am ripping apart, getting rid of all the Christmas decorations. So that has been done a while ago, but you know, I had my 3 kids home, their friends in and out of the house with all their stuff. And over the last, several months since the summer, I've just gotten into some bad habits with my own closet, with the closets in my house, with my pantry that I have down in our unfinished basement where I put overflow food. Because remember, I'm in a much smaller house now, so a smaller storage space, but the stuff just still accumulates. And I swore when I moved into this house, I got it so organized, and I was like, I'm keeping these drawers pristine. Well, life happens, and it had gotten out of control. So this past weekend, on Saturday, my husband and I spent all day. We worked on the basement because that's where we keep a lot of our stuff. And we went through the entire basement. And it's an unfinished basement. It is not fancy. I'm not even going to show you pictures, but we're lucky to have this space because in Newport, Rhode Island, storage is in a houses like ours, our storage space comes at a premium. It's not standard to have big basements like we used to have, and finished basements and pantries and butler pantries and whatnot. It's down and dirty, and I love it. And I love just paring it all down, but it needed to be organized. And I did that all day Saturday, and it feels so good. And I got into the mode, and I went up into my kitchen and did my kitchen cabinets because we're going to be redoing our kitchen in this early spring. So I wanted to pare that down and clean that up. And that leads me to the closet, your clothing closet, which is my area of expertise. Not so much in terms of an organizer. If you're looking for a professional organizer, they are out there and they are wonderful. That's not what I do. But what I help with is helping you know what to keep, what to get rid of, and how to have a manageable, workable wardrobe without spending too much, buying too much. That's the biggest problem. When I work one-on-one with clients, the biggest problem I see are we have too many clothes, too much clothes, too many pieces in our closet. And it's bursting at the seams, and it's overwhelming, and it's annoying, and it leads to all kinds of emotions. There's a lot of emotions involved in our clothes, whether they're too small, they don't fit us anymore, they make us feel badly, or we think about these impulse purchases that we made, that we spent a lot of money on, that we never wear, that we feel guilty about. There's a lot of, mental work when you're doing your closet. So years ago, I developed what I call the Closet Edit Bootcamp. A lot of you who are watching probably have it and have done it. I know I've done it. I do it once or twice a year, or refresh it, and it stays the same. It's a program. I sell it on my website. I have a link for it now. It's on sale for $17. If you've already purchased it, you already have it. If you don't know where it is or whatever, let me know and I can get it to you. In my weekend update, I sent an email, and if you had already purchased the Closet Edit, you got a special version of the email that gave you access to this reboot I'm doing of it this January. And if you haven't had it, you're welcome to jump in and purchase it for $17. And with it, there's a private Facebook group, a brand new private Facebook group. There was one years ago that we haven't used in a while. This one's going to run for the month of January because that's my goal for my closet, is to get it done in January. The way the boot camp works is you can do it how you want. You could do it all in one day if you want. But for me, it doesn't work to just rip my decimate my whole closet in one day and then put it all back together. It's just too overwhelming. I wouldn't get it all done in one day, and then it would be all out of the closet and all messy. So the way my boot camp works is it breaks it up into manageable, doable, bite-sized pieces that you can do one at a time, one day at a time. You can schedule it whatever works for you. You can do it all in one weekend if that works for you. Just follow it step by step, or it lets you break it into pieces and say, okay, today I'm doing the step 1 and check it off. Okay. So you can learn more about that. There should be a link to the boot camp here, or if you already have it, you're good. But the other thing we're doing in January in conjunction with the boot camp is not shopping. Let's take this month, if not longer. Maybe you want to do January and February. This is a great time to put the brakes on shopping. All the shopping, especially for clothes. I mean, makeup, yeah, sometimes you might want to replenish that. Do what works for you. But I'm saying to myself, no new clothes for the month of January and maybe into February. We'll see. It's hard for me because it's my business. But because when you're cleaning your closet, what you take out of it is really more important than what you put in it. And you got to do the takeout first. You got to do the takeout. And what I'm telling you to do, what I really encourage you to do is, you ladies are organized people. I know you're a lot more organized than I am. What I do is I use my phone a lot. So I have it on a note in my notes app, my shopping list for things that I quote need, that I determine that I need as I'm getting dressed during the day, as I'm going through my closet cleanse, things that I'm like, wow, if I only had fill in the blank, it would be easier to make these things work, or it'd be easier to get dressed every day. When you're getting dressed in the morning, if you think, wow, it's too bad I don't have, a pair of great straight leg black trousers in the perfect length for me and the perfect rise for me. It's too bad all my black pants suck. I'd hate them. Write that down on your wish list. Perfect for me, black pants. As many details as you want. Then you're not gonna go shopping right away. You're just gonna keep it on your list. So when it is time to shop, you're gonna shop from that list, not from all the influencers and all the Instagram feeds you see and ads. You're gonna shop from your list, and you're gonna intentionally go look for those perfect black pants. Okay, so that's sort of my preamble to what we're talking about today. What we're talking about today is a quick win that we can all do today, realistically, depending on what you have going on today, or say this week or this weekend. These are 10 low-hanging fruit items, no-brainer items that we can all ditch right away and get that great feeling of accomplishment, a quick win. And it's going to jumpstart your actual closet cleanse, whether you do my program or do your own system. Doing this will get you in the mode, and it will make you, if you're like me, it'll actually motivate you. You'll actually look forward to going deeper into your closet, because this is easy stuff. This is taking a lot of the mental work out, the mental work you're going to do in the closet cleanse, with where you're really looking at things and deciding, do I keep it? Don't I keep it? These are your no-brainers, okay? And I have 10 of them. You'll find lists all over the internet. These are the 10 that I think are you can just bang these out. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. I'm going away this week, so I might not do it this week. I might actually do it tonight. I've got nothing going on tonight. I might sit and do it tonight. Okay? So grab a piece of paper and make this list of 10. And maybe you want to adjust it. Maybe some of these things don't apply to you, but I suggest picking 10 categories that you're going to tackle right away. Get the donate bag or box out, get the trash bag out, and let's do this, okay? From the top. Number 1, don't overthink this, ladies. Uncomfortable dated shoes. We have too many shoes. Shoes take up enormous amounts of space in our closet. They're closet hogs, and we have too many. And if it's an uncomfortable shoe and you never reach for it, get rid of it. If you can sell it, if it's a great shoe, if you can sell it, donate it. If it's completely destroyed, repurpose it, or recycle it, send it off to to be recycled in the trash. But don't keep them. I'm guilty of this. I have all my shoes in this closet back here, with the exception of some very summary of shoes. But in my kids' bedroom, one of our 3 bedrooms, under the bed, I have this bin I bought years ago. One of those under the bed shoe bins, loaded with shoes. I don't even know what shoes are in there. I haven't gone and looked into that bin in 6 months, at least. Every once in a while, I'll be like, oh, my clogs are in there, and I went and grabbed them. But there are shoes in there that I don't even miss. But somebody could be wearing them. So I'm going today to go to that bin and empty it. Maybe I'll find some winners. Maybe I'm going away. I'm going to Florida later this week for a fun wedding, Jamie. And maybe I'll find some shoes that I can take to Florida with me, but I kind of doubt it. I don't think I know. So you might have a shoe graveyard like that. So tackle it. Pull them all out, put them in a bag or box, get them in your trunk of your car, and commit to taking them where they belong. This applies to all your donated and giveaway ditched items. So number one, uncomfortable dated shoes. You know they're dated. If you're not sure, look online at the current shoe styles. Go to a favorite website and look at their most popular shoes. And if your shoes look nothing like that, or if they're all over Poshmark on sale for $10, you know they're dated, okay? Number two, another category when I'm in women's closets, we have a lot of black pants, ladies. Pick a color. Usually it's black. Maybe it's navy. Maybe it's gray. I'm not talking about jeans yet. That's a different category. But just those black pants that we seem to have so many of, and we wear usually one, maybe two of them. Okay? They're probably old. They're probably out of style. They probably don't fit you. You obviously don't like them if you don't wear them. So if you have 10, 15 pairs of black pants and you only wear two of them, go through those. If you have to try them on, do it. If not, just look at them and be like, no, okay? Black pants. You could, if black pants aren't your issue, fill in the blank. It could be black, gray, navy t-shirts that you have a million of that you don't need. You get the idea. Those duplicates of those kind of basics that you collect inadvertently, okay? And you only wear the good ones. Just keep the good ones that you're going to wear, okay? Number three, along those same lines, are worn out basics. You know I'm all about basics. In February is Basics Month. You'll be hearing me talk about the basics. You can't take the basics that you had 5 years. I mean, I started talking about basics 10 years ago. The basics that if you've been following me that long, the basics that I told you to get 10 years ago, they're not working anymore, ladies. Most likely, a lot of them aren't. Styles change for right or wrong, especially over 10 years. Blazers change, pant styles change, white shirts get ruined. You get the idea. Sweaters get pilled. So go through your dated basics or your worn out basics and donate them, get rid of them, replace, put on your wish list that I talked about on your phone or in your notebook what you need to replace. Don't go shopping for them yet. You don't need to. Just make a note, okay? Number 4 is a good one. Formal wear that you know you're never going to wear again. I mean, if you're like me, we're not going to formal galas on a weekly basis. If you are, then good for you. I'm a little jealous. That's got to be stressful though. But if you're not going to these formal galas all the time and you have a closet dedicated to formal wear, sell it, donate it, let somebody else get joy from that gown that you know you're not going to wear. If you have a special event, your kid's getting married, you're not going into that closet, I don't think, and wearing one of those dresses. You know the dresses I'm talking about, especially if you have like old bridesmaids dresses or dresses you wore to a wedding 20 years ago. Donate it, sell it, get rid of it. Number 5 is easy, doesn't need to be belabored. Those t-shirts, those free t-shirts, race t-shirts. No, you don't need a drawer full of logoed, freebie, promotional t-shirts. I know you're saying, well, I'd clean the house in them. I kind of feel like we can all have 1 or 2 decent, probably solid, or maybe a striped t-shirt that's your clean the house t-shirt. It doesn't have to be a ratty old awful shirt that you got for free. You might feel better. You might be more likely to clean if you're wearing a decent t-shirt, okay? You don't need a collection of them though. And you don't need those promotional t-shirts. You're not in college anymore. You may turn them into rags and dust your house with them, but please get rid of them. And don't take them. When you're at an event and they're offering the free t-shirt, just say thanks, but no thanks. You're not going to wear it. It's not going to look good. Unless it's really an important event to you. That's you get it. Number 6 is another good one. could cause some controversy. Another thing I see all the time in women's closets, scarves. We do not get rid of scarves, ladies. We, by meaning we, maybe it's at our age, women in our 50s. Scarves used to be just the end all be all. Like I always had a scarf in every style system. I haven't had a scarf in a style system, like a traditional scarf, like with a pattern. Keep one or two, maybe three that you really love and that you wear. And unless it's like an Hermes scarf or a silk scarf, you know, but the junky scarves that you've had for years that were trendy, you know, an infinity scarf or scarves with fringe or thin, cheapo scarves that you picked up, for just ditch them. They're taking up space. You're hanging them on your closet door. They're getting in the way. You dedicate a whole bin to them and then you never wear them because they're really, they're not that necessary. I personally have one pattern scarf that I just got as a gift this Christmas that I love. It's just shades of blue, just one or two shades of blue and neutral. I wore it yesterday. That's the only pattern scarf I own right now. And then I have my cashmere wrap scarves in a couple colors that I wear all the time till the end of time. That's an example of a scarf I'll have for the rest of my life. As long as I don't lose them. I have a problem losing those Flirty Fine's awesome cashmere scarves. But the Flirty Fine wrap, solid scarves that you wear. Keep those. The rest you can get rid of. Number 7, again, doesn't need a lot of explanation. Mismatched socks. We all have that like box or section of our drawer for that sock. All those socks that don't have a partner. You're not going to ever find the partner. You're not going to spend the time to look for them. It's over. Get rid of them. Throw them away. Get rid of them. Recycle them. And then here's a tip. When you're buying like your workout socks, just buy all the same socks, all the same brand, all the same color, white, same size, same everything. And then you're not going to have mismatched socks. Okay. Those are the ones that seem to just, you know, and I have my kids' socks everywhere. Socks drive me crazy, but we hold on to them and it's silly. Number 8, we're getting there along the same lines. Worn out underwear. No, today, go through your underwear drawers. Carol, I know you're doing that. Somebody said in my group that they're going to go through their, I need to do mine. It'll take minutes to go through and be like, why am I keeping, you know, some of these underwear? Just keep the good ones. And you do laundry. You don't need 50 pairs of underwear and you don't need tattered underwear. No, you're a grown up, you deserve good underwear. And bras. You don't need a lot of bras, but you need good ones and you need to get fitted in them, especially if you have a large chest, once or twice a year or anytime you change size, you lose weight, you gain weight. You need to have a good bra. I say it all the time. It makes everything else look better. If your bra's not doing what it needs to do, it needs to get trashed and it needs to be replaced. Get a professional fitting and get the right size. But don't hold on to all these silly bras that you're not wearing. Okay? Belts go up. I should have put that with scarves. Think of your belt collection similar to the scarf collection. I would argue that we probably need, unless you're a belt girl who wears belts, you know, over, you know, so if that's what you do, then that's another story. But if you're like me, 3 belts will do it. A black, a brown, a taupe, or maybe a combination. Like the one I wear all the time is my black and brown. Kills the cabbie one a lot of us have. It kills 2 birds with 1 stone. It's just neutral. 3 belts. Put them somewhere, roll them up, keep them neat. Don't have hanging things with 15 belts unless you're wearing them. Don't keep them just because you think you might wear it someday. You're probably not. Especially if they're like cheap Amazon belts. I, in the past, have pushed cheap Amazon belts because there are some good ones, but sometimes we buy too many of them because they're cheap and because it's Amazon and it's so easy. And you see the influencer with that cute $20 belt and you're like, oh, that looks great. I'm going to buy it. And then you have 20 cheap Amazon belts. No, I recommend just having 2 or 3 decent leather belts that are simple. No gizmos on them. Simple. With a metal buckle. You pick the tone, but not a million cheap belts. If you have really, yeah, anyway, I tend to beat dead horses, I know. Number 10, again, same idea. And these are things you can do, ladies, don't overthink these things. These are not big decisions. These are easy decisions. Number 10 is costume jewelry that's trendy and worn out and broken or turned, as they say, you know, if it's fake silver that's now black or sterling silver that you can't get to look right anymore, ditch it. Get rid of it. I'm talking about your costume jewelry. It doesn't, the nature of costume jewelry, ladies, is it does not last forever. It's reality. When you're spending $20 on a necklace, it's not going to last for 20 years. That's just reality. If you want a necklace to last forever, you've got to invest. And that's up to you whether you want to do that. If you want to invest in a classic piece that you know you'll love forever. But I personally, as you know, I love my accent jewelry. I love inexpensive, not really cheap looking, but inexpensive, affordable, fun jewelry. But I recognize when I buy that from Flirty Finds or other places that I'm not making an investment that's going to last me for years and years by any stretch. I mean, I have some Flirty Finds that have lasted for years and years, or if you have sterling silver earrings, that kind of thing. But the trendy necklaces that were so fun, or the summer earrings in bright colors that were so fun, if you're not wearing them anymore, get rid of them. Clean out your jewelry box so that or your jewelry organization system, so that when you look at it, you see things that you love and things that you can just pull out, to untangle and find the ear backing to the earrings. Just organize it so it's easy to put your jewelry on, because then you'll do it, and jewelry makes you look better. And it's an easy, inexpensive way to look better without changing your size. It's size independent of size. It's independent of size. It's not dependent on size. So it's always going to fit you, but just have a collection that you love. Okay? So those are my 10 things. I would write down your 10 things that you're going to do, set a timer, and maybe see how long it takes you. Give yourself, start at the top, set a timer for half an hour and see how much you can get done in a half an hour. And depending on your day, I guarantee what will happen is you're going to start doing this, and then you're going to want to keep going. And if you have the time, it's 3:00 Eastern. You could get, between now and dinner time, you could get through, depending on how much stuff you have, at least 1 or 2 of these, if not maybe even all of them. And you will feel so good, and you will write me a note and thank me for telling you to do it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get the Closet Edit Bootcamp, and you're going to, once you finish these 10 low-hanging fruit items, you're going to go to the Closet Edit Bootcamp. You're going to start from the beginning and work your way through it. And it might take you all month. It might take you the month of January. And that's fine, because you're not ripping your closet apart. You're not going to live in disarray. You're going to take it step by step. You're going to say, I have 15 minutes, and pick and go to step 1 and say, okay, I can do this part of step 1 in 15 minutes. Set a timer, get to it, get the bag, put it away in your car or in the corner of your closet, and go on with your day. And your closet isn't going to be taken apart, and then if you're really organized, enter it in your closet. Say, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this week, I'm going to spend an hour on my Closet Edit Bootcamp, and I'm going to just check things off the list. Okay? I know you ladies will do this, and you will feel so much better. And you will get dressed easier and better. You will look better, because you're going to get the junk and the visual clutter out of your closet, and you're going to be left with things that you love and that you wear and that fit you and that work together. And that's what the Closet Edit will help you do. And the free group, I'll be in there. I'll be doing this myself. It's not an organized thing where on day 1 we're all doing this or that. It's at your own pace, but go in that group for accountability, support, for answers to questions. I mean, I'm not going to be able to tell you what to keep and get rid of. That's not feasible. I do one-on-one with that. I did one yesterday where we went through this client's, all her sweaters basically, and she was able to come up with like 15 or 20 that she was going to donate. She had a lot of sweaters, and she felt so light afterwards, because she was paralyzed with an indecision, and she just needed an extra set of eyes to tell her, okay, no, that can go. You have this one and this one instead that are better. This one can go. When you have 3 navy blue sweaters, for example, let's pick the ones that are the best and let the other ones go and bless somebody else with that sweater that you're not wearing anyway. Okay? That's my pep talk for today. Let me know in the comments if you are on board, if you're accepting the challenge. This is your chance right now to tell me in the comments you are going to tackle these 10, or you pick your 10. I call them low-hanging fruit. We're not overthinking this. We're just going to do it. And when you find yourself overthinking and saying, well, maybe, that's your hint. If it's in this category and you're saying, well, maybe, that's your hint that it's a goner. It's a goner. If it's low-hanging fruit and it's not obvious to you, it's a goner. It's either, as they say, all the stylists say it, if it's not a hell yes or a heck yes, it's a heck no. I know that's easier said than done. Some things are like, meh, and that we're going to tackle in the boot camp. But for these 10 items, they are thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs down. Have your bag and just get to it, okay? Let me know if you're in, or I'm just going to assume you are. And let me know if you have any questions. And thanks for being here. I hope to see you in the private group for this January No Shopping Closet Edit Detox. And it's gonna feel so good. I'm charged up right now. I'm gonna go do my underwear drawer right now and my jewelry. That's what I'm gonna do today. Today, before I do anything else, I'm gonna go through my underwear drawer and my box of costume jewelry. I've said it. If you want some accountability, either go to the group, the private group, if you don't want to tell the whole world here, go to the private group and tell us in the private group that you'll get access to once you're a member, and let us know what you're going to tackle from this no-brainer list. I'm going to go post this in that group as well, so you can have it to reference. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.